What's up, guys? It's Media Man Dan, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about what happened last week in film. And this is specifically in my case. So this doesn't mean like overall every box office success or fail or anything like that. I could care less about that. This is basically the movies that I wanted to see or caught up on. So we have to start off with Birds of Prey, otherwise known as Harley Quinn Birds of Prey. They had to change the title because it was doing so bad that nobody wanted to see it. Also, it didn't really have great previews that would make you interested in it. However, I can say the movie's good. It's not bad. I don't really remember any really bad scene in it. I just can say it was entertaining. It was exciting. I wish there was a little bit more cameos in it. I won't spoil anything, but this movie is very Harley Quinn based, and I just wanted a little bit more, whatever Harley Quinn came from, that guy. Let me make it clear. A little bit more of him, maybe. But overall, I could say that the film is just really well done. The direction was great. This is the same guy that directed John Wick 3, and I could tell in the action scenes that it was really well performed. However, I was waiting for a little bit more violence in this one. When you make your comic book movie rated R, I expect basically Deadpool levels of violence. And I gotta talk about this, because there was an issue that I had. Deadpool did extremely well because it was one of the first movies to narrate to the audience everything that was happening. Birds of Prey literally copies and pastes parts of what I saw in Deadpool. Deadpool is one of my favorite movies of all time. I've seen it more than any other movie in theaters. I saw it 8 times in theaters, and I was astounded because it was the first time seeing that. Seeing it in this didn't bring that originality and made me say, oh, okay, like Deadpool. So, I mean, if you have to come up with something new, I recommend doing it where I can't compare it to something else. And I'm just really upset about the fact that the director decided to do basically the exact same thing. It's like a cash grab. Oh, it's a rated R comic book movie. Oh, we're going to have the character start off and be like,
"Hi, I'm so-and-so. And you probably are wondering how I got in this situation. Well, boy, do I have great news for you, because I'm going to tell you."
And then you stop halfway through the movie and then you're like,
"Wait, I forgot to tell you what happened then."
And then you stop again and you're
like, "Oh, wait, I forgot to introduce a character."
And it's like, yeah, I know. I get it.
Deadpool did that already.
Come up with something different.
Overall, the acting was incredible. I really enjoy Margot Robbie, and I think that she is a fantastic producer. She actually was the executive producer for this film, which is really, really cool to have on the credit information. And I bet that she has one hell of a resume now that she's been in incredible blockbusters and has now created one of her own. But I can say that there's a lot of people that are going to be missing out on this because of the marketing for it. And because of the name change, they're probably going to be like, oh, the movie's not as successful, so I guess I don't want to see it. And I mean, you have a choice. If you don't want to see it, that's absolutely fine. You might not care. I mean, this character really doesn't fit into all of the big characters of DC. However, I can say, if you really enjoy DC movies and you wanted to see one that's done correctly, and holy shit, does it do better than Suicide Squad, then this is definitely a good movie for you. Another movie I saw, I had to catch up on these, Zombies. Zombies is a Disney High School Musical feel, and I thought the first movie in 2018, the original release, was really good. It was corny as High School Musical was when I grew up. I mean, I loved High School Musical. This was something that was a passion for me. When I watch the music scenes, I'm always like, oh, that looks like a Kenny Ortega setup, and I feel like it's overall a very High School Musical feel, and I loved it. I thought it was fun. I give it a C if you ask me, like, film-wise. It's terrible, of course, but I mean, some things are so corny they're great when it comes to Disney, so I'm really happy to say Zombies, the musical movie, whatever you want to say, original Disney Channel, whatever, is really good. Zombies 2 came out last week, and Zombies 2 did not bring me any feels, really. It annoyed me because it felt like they were adding another species just to be like a Twilight thing, which I hope to God Disney's not going down the route of Twilight, because that would be stupid. Anyway, they had like nothing to do with the tension that the first one had. They didn't really have any serious scenes, and these romantic like tension that you had before, I mean the feelings that you have for these characters, they just don't exist. Like the first one really made you say, oh, you know what, even though he's a zombie, I like the kid. He's charming, he's witty, he's funny, he's got charisma. The girl, she's pretty, she's easy to listen to, beautiful voice, great passion for what she loves. That's just a fantastic trait for a character. Then the second one is like,
But wait! There's more! Hang on to your seat, baby! Cause this one's a screamer!
she might be a werewolf. And then the zombies are like,
Oh, and now we're the outcast again. Because werewolves might be in here. And werewolves are bad. And zombies are good.
and I don't know if the whole entire premise of the first one was about prejudice, but that's how I was feeling about it, is that they were going towards, you know, teaching kids about prejudice in the most light and fun, happy way. But then this entire movie that comes after it, it just shows that the stereotype that werewolves are known for basically do exist and then don't exist, and then do exist and then don't exist. So it's very contradictory of itself. I know you guys probably don't care about this movie, so I'm going to move on to the next one. But overall, this one gets a D minus actually. I just did not enjoy it. It's sad because I like the first one and that came out 2 years ago, and now we're at this brand new one and it just didn't do well. Speaking of things that did do well though, I had no idea how good this was. I didn't get to see it in theaters, just watched it on 4K with my brother, and oh my god, Zombieland Double Tap is one of the best movies of 2019. It was so fun to see the characters back in the same place, Zombieland, doing their same sarcastic overdraws of what's happening, how it happened, and this, oh my god, the humor's hilarious, the characters are awesome, the violence is ridiculous, it's everything I wanted from the first movie and more. I'm just so excited to talk about this because I gotta say, bringing hippies or people of peace into the mix of zombie killing people is the most ironic and ingenious idea you can have. And if you took it from a book or something like that, then it's perfectly fine. But if that was an original idea, I love it. And I can't wait. If you guys make a Zombieland Part 3, please market it perfectly. Because I didn't know what I was missing in number 2. I was like, oh, okay, it looks like Zombieland 1. I might be able to go to the theater. I should have been there. I should have been in the theater watching that shit. That was funny as hell. Absolutely amazing movie. I give this movie an A. An A for Zombieland Double Tap. And thank you all for catching up with me on what happened last week. I hope you guys all have an awesome day. Peace. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you guys really like me, put that thumbs up. If you don't like me, put the thumbs down. If you want to say something like, hey Dan, I'm getting tired of this last week in idea, put it in the comments below. If you don't comment, expect me to do things that you probably don't want to see. Thank you for watching and have an awesome day. Peace.